What's up, everyone? Shizuru here, back with another video. And in today's video, it's still gonna be a little bit different than a usual video. It's another lolcow video, like my last Josh Block one. This one, I hope it's a little bit better. I did write a script so that I wouldn't stutter as much and that could stay on topic. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Um, The reason why I'm making this video to begin with is because I just got off of work. And as some as you guys may know, Nova Online does not have a job. Now, he has been hired for jobs. For an example, he just had a job at Denny's not that long ago. And he lost that job. You want to know the reason why he lost that job? Because of his own work ethic. Before, people thought it was, troll influence, or that, it was always unfairly, but to be completely honest, this is stuff he's done to himself. Anyway, without further ado, let's just hop into it. Or, actually, there's one thing that I do want to mention. First of all, before we get into it, I would like to start by saying rest in peace to Uncle Drew. Many of us didn't know a lot about him, and none of us knew him personally. But if there was anything I could say about this fine man, is that he stood up to the gross goblin, aka Gabe. Which, to be honest, with the way his mother always coddles him, I hope Uncle Drew being gone doesn't mean even more laziness from the chome. Anyway, to get into the actual main story of Nova Online, aka Gabe. Gabe is a 21-year-old man who has no job, makes food reviews online, and is known for two things now. Can I get a French onion soup, please? And, oh no, not the server! Oh, and did I mention another thing? Nova Online is a predator that has been caught multiple times, not only talking to minors, flirting with minors, but on top of that all, he would force his weird diaper kink in his quote-unquote 18 plus server that had mods as young as 15 in it. He was begging for money because he needed $900 to pay his mom, and he would out of nowhere tell people about his dirty diaper. Now, I'm gonna tell you one of the stories of one of Nova's biggest incidents. Once again, sorry, this is my first time reading this off a script. But one of his first ever incidents that brought so much infamy to him. About a year and some change ago, Nova Online tried to start a podcast also known as the Hour of Joy. What he didn't know was that there would be no joy in this podcast. Not even in an hour was it exposed that his co-host was actually a minor. To make it worse, he had been flirting this whole time with the minor behind closed doors. So of course, like most all clowns, after this incident, he constantly talked about her being a troll, yada yada yada, and try to basically do what typical all cows do and blame it on the victim. But just recently, it had been found out that he has still been talking to the same minor. The minor he called a troll, the minor that everywhere online he claimed that, he just hated that she was a troll and that she did all this to mess him up. To make it even worse, Nova Online has gone as far to call this minor while she is at school. She is a high school student, and it has been recorded that one time, which I don't even know if it's one time, it could be one, it could be a few times, He has actually called her at school when she said she couldn't respond and for him to take a nap. He responded with, "I can't find my binky." What grown man talks to a child like that? That is absolutely disgusting, and Nova knows it's disgusting. But you want to know what he did as soon as this came out? Ignored it, said it was fake. And this is why I call Nova a dirty degenerate. Now that we have some more information on Nova and has established his character a little bit more, let's talk about the absolute creep he is, and about something that I absolutely hate, but that has unfortunately been happening. After Nova's fourth groomer Discord server got rightfully hacked and deleted, he had made a reaction. Let's say, yeah, a reaction, let's say, with the whole, "Oh no, not the server." Let's just say that blew up a lot more than I could have and others could have predicted. Before, I would have been happy because more people know about this predator, but the complete opposite. First, and this is the most important thing, Gabe actually got monetization back, which will I almost guarantee make his excuses of getting a job pile up even more. And even without that, it's just nasty knowing TikTok, a company that a lot of kids use, is really allowing for this pred to make money. Now, this is something that I couldn't possibly have seen coming. Nova's infamy had actually turned into fame. People coming up to him asking for photos, just inflating this predator's ego. Like, just wow, honestly. And to make it worse, these are people who know what he did. They have been putting into the description, "Don't worry guys, we know this guy's a pred," while actively getting photos and recordings with him. Like, does this make them think that they're cool? Actually, I know. I don't even need to ask because I know why this is being done. With the recent Nova popularity, any video that Nova is featured in has blown up. Yet still, I honestly think I share Smokey's opinion when it comes to this. If you really had to say anything, why did not one single person stand on business and tell Nova to stop talking to kids? It's just honestly disgusting to me to think that someone actively took photos with this chome, recording with this chome, and knows that he's a predator for 15 minutes of fame. Like, you are ashamed now for the rest of your life. For the rest of your existence, you have to know that, damn, I really tried. I not even tried, I really recorded a video with the Nova Online, and he told me not to touch him. Isn't that absolutely insane? Anyway, that's all I really had to discuss. To be honest, it's just mind-boggling, and seeing Nova's sudden popularity has actually started to make me question the morals that people have in recent times. Because I remember, like, you know, fucking, sorry, excuse my language, but I remember when Cyrex was like huge. I mean, like, he was never, I don't think he ever had like a million view video or anything like that, but Cyrex was ginormous. Like, he was like, everyone knew about Cyrex if you knew anything about the lolcow community. And I still don't think that Like, I, honest to God, don't think if Cyrax had become, like, popped off that hard, I don't think people would have videos with themselves with Cyrax. There's videos of people fighting Cyrax, which, in one situation, Marty, was justifiable. In the other situation, Lil T makes him look like a complete bitch. Is, it is what it is. But honestly, I believe that if you see this predator online and you honestly have anything to say, just tell him to stop talking to kids. And to the guy who yelled and called him the N-word, I don't really know if that helps with anything, but you know what? That's, it's your life, man. Do what you're gonna do. But anyway, this has been my video. I'm sorry, I gotta get out of here. I don't want his grease catching me. Um, if you guys liked the video, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. If you dislike the video, dislike it. Even if people can't see it, I can still see it, and it'll let me know that people don't want to see this shit. Anyway, I love you guys. Um, yeah, have a great rest of your night. To the working life. Woo!